what's up? This is likely the last stream. So I think I'm gonna kill this channel. I'm just gonna start playing this game or any games I play on my own. Just 'cause it's just pointless to do this. And I might just stop gaming altogether. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about that, tossing it around in my head. It's just a waste of time. So, I know nobody watches this anyway, so it's like I don't even know why I do it. That's why I'm going to stop. 'Cause it's like, it's kind of uncomfortable to sit here in this position, you know. Put the headphones on when I don't need to. Like, the reason I have the headphones is so that the audio doesn't, like, sort of feed back through this microphone, you know, so, and I can hear my own voice or whatever. But this week, in appliance land, I think I'm up to 259 subscribers, so might as well keep going on that. I'm out of videos for that channel. Luckily yesterday I got some more machines, so I'll be able to finish this week out. Hopefully today I'll get a couple more machines. Maybe tomorrow I'll get another machine. No, today I have one machine lined up that I'm going to go trade out for somebody. Tomorrow I'm going to get at least one, but I might get two tomorrow. I'm not sure about the second one. So I can keep that channel going at least another week. I'm completely caught up on it. I was like a month behind. I've been posting a video there every day. So that's one appliance repair video every day, basically. Anyways, I have a cold or something going on here. I feel like this is going to just be a life change last week, where I'm just going to not do this anymore. If I do play video games, it'll probably just be with my kids, and I don't know. You know, it is what it is. I'll probably still do 1 hour a week of this game and try to beat it. But I'm just at that changing point in life, I guess. It's time to do something else. Probably what I'll do is on these Sunday and Saturday mornings is I'll just edit. I'll just shoot all my footage all week, and then I'll just edit whatever I have, you know, and it'll either be on the other channel will be a 3 video output or a 5 video output is what I'm going to do. So, and then throughout the week, if I have to fill in, then I'll fill in. So, you know, it is what it is. If I come back, I'll come back. You know, if we want a podcast, it'll still probably end up here. 'Cause I don't want to, like, put my other channels. You know, if I put like this kind of content on my other channels, people don't like it. They don't want this in their feed or whatever. They just want they want it all separated out, which is fine. I get it. Apparently I'm supposed to be going that way. But you know, there's just no point in doing this. So I could either get sidetracked off to some other crap, or I could go do the main mission. Yeah, I don't know. Kill 15 order into me. So these don't change. It says daily challenges, but they don't change. It's been like this for like 2 weeks. Open 100 lootables. I think that one finally changed. I don't know how this works. Yeah. I'm gonna open these, I guess. Apparently there's some guys around because of the music. I don't know where they are. So much Bernie. But yeah, I got I got another call back. It's gonna happen next week. Well, I have two. I had so many machines break this week that I have previously worked on or whatever. Like yesterday, I went to one that they said wasn't working, and I went over there and it was just fine. So I was like, well, what do you want me to do? I can give you another machine, or I can fix this one, or but there's nothing here to fix. So I was like, well, they just need to, I don't know. Guess time will tell. If it breaks again, I'll run back over there. At least that one's close to my house. So, but I think what happened was the door was open a little bit, and it was closed enough to let it run. And then as soon as it started running, it like opened, and the door and the whole thing stopped. So I don't know. And instead of just closing it and trying again, they tried time dry, and then it worked on time dry. So the sensor dry. So I thought maybe I had left the door unplugged, or the sensor bars unplugged, and I thought maybe it had stopped. It's like it's hard to tell what's going on with the, when they tell you, they just say it just stopped. You don't know why. So I ran it a bunch of times, couldn't find any issues. I'm like, I don't know. Just try to use it. If it breaks, then I'll bring you another one or whatever. Like, I'm not really sure what to do about these calls because I don't want people to be out. If it's been a low amount of time since I've sold them the machine, it's like I can bring you another machine, or you can just keep trying. And it's like I don't know. It's just whatever. So that's what I'm gonna do there. I'm just gonna keep trying until everything's fixed again. So there's like this other machine that I got a text today that I sold it to him. Then the heat element went out. Then I thought I had a new heat element, so I was going over there to put that in, and I didn't have it. So I went over there and put a used one in. Well, I did have it, but I forgot where it was. And like I thought I had two new heat elements, and one of them was in a machine that I had bought from somebody that had a new heat element in it. And then about a week later, I bought it from him. And what he had done is he took it out. I don't know what he did with it. It makes no sense. Maybe the new machine he got was the same, so he took the new heat element out. He basically was trying to fix that machine, and he was just throwing parts at it. So I don't know what he did with it, but I shouldn't have bought it because he didn't tell me that he took the new parts out of it. I was like, dude, like, I'm buying it for the new parts. You know what I mean? It's like it's not. Anyways, so I thought I had a thing there and I didn't. So I just got them back up and running. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take another element over there and not charger. And since I put the used one in last time, we get that thing fixed up. Which I might do that today or tomorrow, depending on when she's available. Maybe Tuesday. And then we'll see what will happen there. At least I hope I have another element. I think I do. Even if I don't, I think I have one in a machine. And it's like I don't really want to be doing that. Like, just be bringing these people parts all the time and putting them in without getting paid. I didn't make these elements, right? And I didn't make the state of the world the way it is. Because, like, basically, you have your Chinese elements, which I'm finding out now, and I don't know why people haven't told me this before, but they're just not very good. So, I've been selling these Chinese elements and thinking that things are all right, but maybe they aren't. I don't know. I mean, I put some Chinese elements in my own dryers, and I haven't really had issues. But some of these customers are having some major issues with these Chinese elements. And they are not the same, I'm finding out. And so what I've been doing is I've been sourcing OEM elements, but they're way more money. And so what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to charge people a lot more, or like double on parts of what I was charging. And so, I don't know, I might take the markup off and then it'll just work. But, I don't know, I might do like a 25% markup on parts It's like I've got to calculate it all out anyways, so that I'm making sure that I'm charging enough for my labor, enough for taxes, enough for everything, you know. And it's like it's said that the markup is like 2.5 times. Well, I can't do that huge of a markup. People just won't. I just don't think that people will pay that, you know. And like that's what I'm noticing too with some of these situations is that when I go in behind another company, is that they quote too high and the other company can't, or the people don't do it. You know, you can only charge what people will pay. That's just, you know, the bottom line. If people won't pay it, you can't charge it because then you won't have any work. And I have a fair amount of that going on. It's not like people are just knocking on my door to get me to go work. I have to sell it, and a lot of times it's hard. You know, I talked to 5 people yesterday and sold 1 job. And that's basically the way it is all the time. I'm constantly talking to people, and most people, at some point in the conversation, they just quit. You just never hear from them again. Or I hear from them in 10 minutes when they're asking if my other dryer is available. And they're always just a little bit confused and everything about that when the same text message is happening again, you know. I guess I can't use that gun on that guy. Don't want to use that gun. Use this gun though. For the hothead. Anyways, I'm thinking about, I'm gonna look into see if I can make my own heat elements. Maybe what I need to do is get a facility set up instead of fixing dryers. Maybe what I need to do is make heat elements in America. So there'll be aftermarket elements, you know. I basically just buy or build the machines to punch out the steel to you know, and I just make them to the quality of the OEM element, whatever that means, and then just charge a little bit less than the OEM. You know what I mean? And just get a name out there and just start selling to all these people that are fixing. And because it's like the one element. Yeah, anyways, the point is like I'm probably going to end up putting a cheap Chinese element on this person's dryer. And I ordered a OEM that's on the way, but the OEM elements take a week to get here. The Chinese dryers will be here today. Like I could order Chinese elements and they'll be here today. So, you know, the OEM ones, since nobody's buying them, they take a week. I don't know. It's like they're not stocked in the Amazon facility that's down the street is basically the problem, and so it's got to ship here. Now I have a couple suppliers, but I don't have a Samsung supplier near me as far as parts houses, and I haven't talked to my Whirlpool parts house yet to see how much they charge for dryer elements, and if maybe they're comparable, you know, I could get it from there. But usually, so far their parts have been like way more money, so I don't know. I don't know. You know, it is what it is. Whatever. I'm just going to only do OEM elements from now on. And if people don't want to pay, then whatever. You know, it is what it is. And so far, you know, I have an Imana dryer that I put a new element in, a new OEM element. And so I had to upcharge. So it's on there for more money, you know. And I don't know if it'll ever sell, honestly. Because it's basically like, I've never sold a dryer that's like that for this much money. So, we'll see. So what do? You know, because I can't get people to pay what the thing should be, you know. So do I just sell them cheap shit? And then 3 months later, when it breaks, I go in there and sell them the right thing? You know, because all of these people are totally willing to pay me. Like, I give them the dryer, and then a week, you know, a month later, the thing breaks again. And they're totally willing to pay me again. You know, but I just don't A lot of times I don't charge. It depends on what happened. If I can just go fix it easy and fast, and it's free to me, then I don't charge them. You know, so. And then sometimes I do, depending on what it is, how far out of the warranty we are, and all that stuff. But it just depends on the situation. So, but yeah, what do? Do you buy the most right parts you can, the most expensive parts you can, in hopes that it will just last forever, you know, and or at least long enough. But then the problem with that is that I've got to price the machine so high or the repair so high to make it, worth it to me, that then they don't want to pay, so I'm not sure what I'll do. It'll be an interesting turn of events here, but that's what I'm doing, and maybe I need to get better at writing my ads to put exactly what's going on and be like, look, the reason that my machines are more expensive is because you're getting quality parts. Maybe I need to put all that in there. You're getting a machine that's been gone over by me, whatever that means. And like, I don't have any certifications or whatever, but I have fixed a lot of dryers and a lot of washers. I fixed a lot of appliances. So, I don't know. I'm not perfect. I have on the channel, I have these technicians watching me fix these machines, and they're commenting things and teaching me things, So I'm learning just from doing the YouTube videos. I'm learning so much because I have experts in my chat that are commenting on things and letting me know. They're like, hey, this is that, and that is this, and so forth. So it's actually pretty good. So I'm learning through YouTube through a different way, and anybody else who watches and reads those comments could learn as well. Not that that's the point, but yeah, I just just don't feel like I don't know. So hopefully the growth continues after I run out of videos. After I'm not posting every day, and it's a grind. It's a grind to shoot the videos. It's so much faster to fix these machines, not having to worry about camera batteries and cameras and, editing. The time I spend editing, like, I could be out there fixing, or I could be relaxing to have more energy to fix, to go get machines, to whatever, A lot of times I do spend the time editing down here in the morning when it wouldn't be used over there. So that's true, but a lot of times I don't. Like right now I only have a video until Tuesday. So Tuesday night I'm going to have to edit, and that's time that I could be spent relaxing or working on machines. So basically tomorrow, being Monday, I'm going to get no videos today. I might be able to shoot one or two later, hopefully. And then tomorrow, Monday, I don't think I'm going to get any videos done tomorrow. Maybe I'll have to do it while I'm watching my kids. And so it's sort of looking like Tuesday I'm going to shoot the video that's going to come out on Wednesday. And that doesn't really work because the way the videos are set up, I can't, if I have to order parts, I could be working on a machine and have to order parts, and then I have to wait a week for the parts to get there. So then what do I do? Put part 2s up, put part 1 and part 2? Like, that's annoying for the viewers. So, I don't know. What I was doing before, a long time ago, like last year when I did this, is I would do a diagnosis video and then a repair video on the same machine. And I'll probably just do that. Because then you end up with, a little bit different of a video and a repair and a diagnosis instead of just all of it in one video. But I don't know, it never really worked all that well, so we'll see what happens here. I don't know. Roger Hotman. I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna kill this channel. That's for sure. Or I'm just gonna, if I play video games, I'm just gonna play them. I'm not gonna do this podcasting thing anymore. Whatever this is, you know. And I need to realize that is that over the years I have done this. I have like created hobbies, and then I just sit here and do my hobbies in my silence or whatever. And like, not that I need to do my hobbies with the world connected to it, but at the same time, it's like I need to structure out exactly what I should and shouldn't be spending my time on, because I basically waste a lot of time and energy on things that really don't, you know, connect back to me. Like this. They really don't make me any money. They really don't help my family. And like, really, that's what I should be doing, is those two things. Basically, money and family. You know, not necessarily in that order, but it's like that's the only things that I really, the only goals that I should be aiming towards. So, like I said, I might do an hour a week of this. It'll just be slow as ever getting through it, you know, because like right now, like I really haven't done anything. I just opened these containers. Maybe try to do one mission a week or something like that. But I don't know. You know, even this game isn't, it doesn't do what it used to do. Like there's no joy in things anymore. You know, and that sounds bleak or whatever, but it just is what it is. I had somebody comment on my Plains video at some point, and they were like, your just voice is just full of so much doom and gloom. And I wanted to just comment back and be like, well, it, like if you had lived through, like I don't want to be a victim, but if you've seen the things I've seen and lived through the things I've lived through, then you would understand. And it's like, and that's just the way it is. Like there are some things that I just can't at times wrap my head around. And so, you know, it's just not easy. Like life's not easy. It's not easy for anybody. I'm not saying that I'm different or that anybody else is different. But, you know, I've seen and things have happened to me that are just not right. And I don't know what the dealio is, but you know, it's like this is just the way I talk. That's what I told him. I'm like, you know, and he ends up being like one of my top commenters. You know, and he was not like being mean. He was like totally being like apologetic. He was like, well, you know, and I've had like a lot of people tell me that recently, that I should just basically like be happy anyways, or you know, I'm creating the doom and gloom, and maybe I am. I don't know. They're probably right. So what do I do about that? I don't know. But basically all I know is I'm just going to stop doing this. I didn't do it yesterday. I didn't even play this game yesterday. I literally just edited my videos, posted them. So one is going to come out every day until Tuesday. And then I'm just going to have to work hard today to get some of these machines processed through, and you know, because I have 2 house calls today, I have 3 house calls tomorrow. So there you go. Just gonna make my money, pile it up, and start working through these goals. Get that blazer fixed, make videos on that, post those videos. Maybe I'll start a new YouTube channel for the blazer, and just every single thing I ever do on the blazer will get filmed. You know, I had another idea the other day, and I might do this. I might buy 2 more GoPro cameras, and then every vacation that we go on, I'll just hand one to one kid and one to the other kid.
Tell me what I'm looking at.
Boost pads! Ain't she abused? The way I figure, you get enough speed going with your ride, you'll be able to shoot clear across.
Sounds fun, except for that crap in the way.
Don't you worry. I never leave home without plenty of explosives. Here.
So then they can just film whatever they want on the
here.
vacation or whatever we're doing.
Just stick that baby on.
And then we'll just edit together kind of everybody's footage. You know what I mean? I think that's what I'm going to do. I had that idea. I have ideas like this all the time, and then I just, like, they don't ever work out at all. it just like turns into some big mess or something, you know. What am I doing? Was I supposed to be
Okay.
blowing that up?
Maybe I didn't quite bring enough explosives. First time for everything.
Looks weaker, at least.
Yeah. Weak enough that you could probably topple the rest if you slam it with your digi-runner.
I could what now?
Move it! I've never seen a problem you can't solve by crashing into it at high speed. Just make sure to build up enough momentum. The boost pads will do the rest.
Oh, damn it.
Don't complain. You can just call your ride again. You know, in my day, we had to walk to a catch-a-ride to summon a vehicle.
Let me guess. Uphill both ways?
Right. Summon your bougie ride and full steam ahead.
Test ramp, it says. How do I do that? Like this? I don't know if that matters if I do that or not.
Might die, I'm hunting you!
Did I die? Yes, I did. Oh, where am I supposed to be jumping to? Did it not? I guess it didn't work, or what?
Was worth a shot. Just put it on me tab and get back here.
Honestly, I blame myself for trusting you.
Ha! That's for calling me plan crazy. Now get on back and we'll fix it.
Okay, apparently this way. Yeah, so I mean, if I give them cameras, they can like kind of film the crap from their perspective, you know, whatever that means. But I mean, I might be able to get more of the shot. You know, I'm not even doing a good job myself of getting the shot. I think I miss half the stuff I'm working on, so I don't know. Whatever. Think
Okay,
about.
fine. We need more boost juice to get you across. A spatial accelerator, maybe. That's order tech, though. Tough to come by.
But not impossible. The Rippers repurpose their stolen order tech in a facility I'm told they call the Gunk Works. If a spatial accelerator can be found anywhere in the burn, it'll be there.
Grand! Go fetch one, will you? I've got to stay here and ready me thrusters.
I seem to recall your thrusters were always ready, Zane.
Oh, sweet heavens! You're killing me focus, Lev.
Alright, well. I think I'm going to end it here. I might continue to play this, I might not. I don't know. Might go work on a machine or something. But yeah, whatever. Bye.